come on, let's go outside. It's lovely and sunny. Let's go and harvest the hungry bin. I actually came back out and popped in another small half of a pumpkin and a piece of another pumpkin. So that is a bit of a worm ball. It's only a small pumpkin. They've been in there eating that for the last week. And I'll just tip it out into my hand. And they've eaten all that fleshy stuff around the seeds, which is still in my hand now. So they've eaten all around that. And today is a good day for me to actually harvest out of this bin. Also here, I'll put another little wedge of butternut pumpkin in there. So they've gotten in there and they were eating that. And another big, well, it's obviously not as big as my biggest worm ball, but it's a good way when I want to pull out some worms and put them in another bin. I don't have to worry about trying to sift through as many as I can get. I can just put one of those in and then just collect them all in one hit, which I might actually do today. So I'll just pop that down there. I'll just get a bucket. Just pop them in here for now. And pop him in there. It's actually feeling really good. The castings are feeling a little bit like, clay. That's always a good sign that the compost is ready. The castings are ready. One thing I do like about this bin, if you do build it right up, is you can have up to like 10,000 of these worms in here. I just have the red wigglers. That's all that's in here, and they just multiply and grow in here. So yeah, just got bits of egg carton and that in here, so they're all getting through that, but there's always lots of food, so they're not going to starve. Even if you went away for a couple of weeks and come back, should be good, a right amount of moisture in there, but if you're going away for a couple of weeks, they're not going to starve. They'll eat all this paper. It's cardboard, bits of food products in here still. Yeah. So I'll get this and I'll mix it through just into the garden with whatever compost is in there. And yeah, it should be good for planting what I want to plant for winter. Okay, we'll just get ourselves set up again like we did the other day. I brought the hungry bin out into the sun, put my table, my wheelbarrow, a couple more tubs that we used to put in what we find, separating the worm castings. It's a little different when you're harvesting the actual worm castings because they're a lot thicker and a lot more, it's more clay-like, so it might not actually go through the sifter too well. So what I normally do is just put piles up onto the table, and just being out in the sun, the worms will just kind of move their way down deeper into it. So then we'll just scoop off the top part. Yep, so we'll just need a shovel to scoop it out and a little coffee as we're doing it. Nice little mounds. So what we've got here, I've just put a couple of mounds onto the table. So once the sun is out, the worms tend to like move further down in here. And we're can just sort of kind of scoop off the top part. You're not always going to get every single worm in there, but majority of it. So I'll put all the castings in there and I'll pop the worms in here, like little bunches of. Okay, so what we can do here is bring my little tote over here. Pretty much you can go into there. Like I say, it's a little labour intensive, but the rewards are there. Like I said, it was a glorious sunny day. There's just a bit of a cloud up over there. What sort of temperatures are you guys having at the moment? I know some of you are going into summer. We're actually getting ready to go into winter. I've already had to light my wood fire a couple of times already. And, but these worms living in this hungry bin, they actually live under my veranda there, right outside the back door, so it's easy enough if you want to go and chuck some stuff, food stuff and that in there. You don't have to walk a mile. Well, if you ever wondered what worm castings look like, this is what castings look like. It's very pliable, it's very squishy, just like Play-Doh. This is what it's like when the worms have completely eaten everything and left all that nutritious castings behind there. You can actually do several things with this. You can make a castings tea out of it. You can put in, get an old stocking, pop that inside it, pop that in your watering can and let that just steep in there for a little bit. And you can pour that all over your veggie garden, your plants. Absolutely, they'll love it. And so that was all free. Just squash that up into a nice big ball like that, apart from squishing a few worms. The whole tub is like that. That's pretty cool. If you guys have your a different way of harvesting your worms out of your castings, maybe share it with us. Because it's kind of moist and quite clay-like, it's a bit hard to go through a sifter. If you had a trommel, that would be great, but I don't have one of those, so I have to manually do all this. Well, we managed to get one big tub of pretty much good worm castings. I'm pretty happy with that. Probably halved what was in the hungry bin. Well, I've just popped the hungry bin back in under cover, and this type of worm castings, I'll decide where I'm going to distribute this in my garden. But if you do like this type of content and you enjoy worm farming as much as I do, maybe you could consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. Or if you like to share this amongst other people that you might know who enjoy worm farming and maybe even want to start up their own one. So we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.